As requested, my in-depth updated makeup routine. Alright, let's get into it. I'm going to start off by using the NYX Honey Do Me Up primer, and I just put this everywhere on my face. But honestly, I feel like any other primer works just as well. Right after that, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Shade 4 Medium all over my face. And I'm going to blend that out with a Real Techniques beauty blender, but I do like the Pop Pot ones better. Also, everything in this video is in my Amazon storefront if you want to go check that out. Okay, so next I put on the Fit Me Maybelline foundation in the shade 228. For my under eye concealer, I'm using the e.l.f. Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Beige. While I let that sit, I'm going to go in with the Essence Kajal eyeliner pencil, the shade Teddy. And for this part, I literally just smudge it all over my eye because I can't get the perfect wing. This is what it looks like all smudged, but I go in with a Q-tip and my micellar water and I just kind of shape it to the way I want to. I literally have like a different wing every single day, like different length. I don't even know. I just shape it until they look even. So I'm gonna go in and blend the concealer under my eye right after. To my under eyes, I'm using the Airspun in the shade Neutrally Neutral. After that, I'm gonna start on my lashes by curling them and going with the Essence Princess Lash Mascara. While the first layer is drying, I'm gonna go in and spot conceal all over my face using another e.l.f. concealer in the shade Medium Sand. I just like spot conceal all the scars on my face. While that sets, I go in again with more layers of mascara until I notice that my concealer is dry, and I blend it out and set it with the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 20. For my bronzer, I'm using the Say Dew Bronze in the shade Swim, and this is kind of like everywhere I put it. And I like to blend that out using the e.l.f. dual-sided brush. And to add brightness to my face, I'm gonna go in with another e.l.f. concealer, this time in the shade Medium Sand. I'm just gonna add a little dot right there and blend it and set it using the Airspun. At this time, I also like to put a little bit more of the Airspun under my eye and just blending it with the bronzer brush. Okay, blush time. I use the NYX Buttermilk blush in the shade, I think it's Feeling Butter, but a little goes a long way with this blush, so be careful and be ready to blend. Highlight, I'm using the NYX Jumbo highlighting stick in the inner corner of my eyes and on my nose and blending it out with a little brush. For my eyebrows, I'm using the e.l.f. brow pencil in the shade Deep Brown, and I just kind of like shape them a little bit, like the ends and a little bit in the front. This is like the difference. I don't know how to do brows. On half of my waterline, I go in with the brown Essence liner. And lastly, for my lips, using the NYX lip liner shade Brown, Maybelline lipstick shade Pink for Me, just tapping that on there, and then again with the Italia lip liner shade Brown and lightly lining my lips this time. I'm going to clean off all of the mascara on my eyelids. These are my two favorite setting sprays, but today I'm going to use the Urban Decay one. And yeah, that's the finished product, you guys. I hope you like it, and everything's in my storefront. Bye!
Okay, let's do my going out makeup routine that never fails me. I kind of moisturize my face with this Skin 1004 Ample, and then I'm going to use my Yunjak primer. We're letting this primer fully dry down before we go in with any foundation. Next, we're going to be going in with a full coverage foundation. This is the Anastasia Impeccable Second Skin Blurring Matte Foundation. I'm just going to blend it out with my beauty blender. I'm also going to drag this down my neck. Even if your foundation perfectly matches your neck, it still has a different texture to it, so it just looks better to me if I also drag the product down my neck as well. Also, see, I kind of avoided my under eyes with this foundation because I know I'm going to be putting concealer under there, so I didn't want to have too much product. I'm going to get all the product off of my concealer brush, and then we're going to go in right in this inner corner. We're going to kind of lift our eyes by going upward, and then we're going to fan that product out. Then I'm going to do a little on my forehead and my chin. And again, I'm going to blend everything out with my beauty blender. Also going to drag whatever is on this sponge onto my eyelids as well. This is just going to help my eyeshadow stick later that I apply. I'm going to go in with my Milani Cheek Kiss cream bronzer, start applying it to my cheekbones. I'm also going to apply it along my hairline around my forehead area. Then I'm going to get a little bit on the edge of this brush, and we're going to lift up my eyes by placing it going in an upwards direction right here. Whatever's left on this brush too, I'm going to drag down my neck, so we're getting that kind of warmer color down our neck as well. I'm going to take this more skinny brush, get a little product, and we're going to contour my nose. Go right under the tip of my nose and right above the tip of my nose. Then I'm also going to drag it up the side and into my eyelid area like this. For cream blush, I have not used this in so long, but it used to be my favorite. It's the Say Dew Blush, and it's the shade Cutie. And we're gonna blend her out. Also like to put whatever's left on my brush above my eyebrows and on the bridge of my nose. Then of course, we're gonna set my face with the Fit Me Loose powder. If you wanna look airbrush, this is absolutely the powder you need. I use the shade 20. And as you can see, it just blurs out everything, and it sits really nice under my eyes as well. I also set my forehead and my chin with the same powder. Then just getting the powder powder on the sides of my little powder puff like this. I'm gonna set the sides of my nose contour. I'm gonna let this sit while I move on to my powder bronzer. Gotta be real careful with her though. I'm just gonna go in the same places that I did my cream bronzer. Of course, I'm gonna grab a fluffy brush with some of that bronzer on it, and we're gonna apply that as eyeshadow. Now that it's been sitting for a second, I'm gonna dust off that bake. It's time for eyebrows, so I'm gonna first get all that product out of my brows before I fill them in, and lightly fill them in with my Anastasia brow pencil. I like to also go in at the top of my arch and kind of define it. And then I'm gonna add some freckles to my nose with this brow pencil, just since we covered them all up. Okay, now I'm going to take dark brown eyeshadow and my angled brush. We're gonna start sketching out my eyeliner wing. I have a whole tutorial on my page on how I do my winged eyeliner. The only difference for a night out is that I'm just gonna make it a little bit bigger than like my everyday winged liner. And I'm gonna do kind of a large inner corner wing as well. I'm gonna give my lash clusters just a little bit of a curl. I'm then gonna go in with a dark brown liner for my lower waterline. I'm then gonna do a little bit of mascara on my top and bottom lashes. I go in with my Say blush in the shade Mia. Love this powder blush so much. I'm just gonna apply that to my cheeks, the bridge of my nose, above my eyebrows. I'm gonna take a little bit of my Chanel highlight for the tip of my nose and a little on the inner part of my eye. I'm gonna set my brows in place with my Rare Beauty brow gel. I'm first gonna line my lips with my Hard Candy lip liner in the shade Perfect Match. And then with the shade Kiss and Tell, I'm gonna go on the edges and deepen it up. I'm gonna add my favorite gloss, especially for like a going out look. This is the Fenty Heat Gloss in the shade Hot Chocolate. And I feel like the gloss speaks for itself on why it's my favorite. And I think this is my finished going out makeup look. This is what it looks like close up. Hope you enjoyed watching, and let me know what you think. Bye.